Hey everybody, this is Steve from GamersNexus.net, and this is our second episode of Greenlight Spotlight, our series which highlights upcoming Steam game candidates, with all of your recommendations we received in the comments of the first video and on the Reddits. We've worked in 7 stellar-looking games for this episode. Let us know below what you want to be featured in episode 3. Moving on, in slot number 7 of this week's spotlighted games, we find Dream, a beautifully rendered first-person exploration game set within a classic 3-act narrative that has our character exploring his dreams. With a feel similar to Dear Esther, Dream casts us into a non-linear 3D environment with multiple possible game endings. In each act, we find ourselves exploring our character's dreams, nightmares, and attempting to solve puzzles and unveil secrets to progress through this story-driven adventure. In slot number 6, we have Dungeon Dashers, which is a fast-paced, cooperative dungeon-crawling game based in, of course, dungeons. This turn-based dungeon delving game has, quote, handcrafted dungeon experiences, each riddled with traps and varied monster configurations. The game features a completely original chiptune soundtrack, retro pixel art, a crafting system, and a huge focus on epic loot, as is important in these types of games. The game has online co-op and single player, and focuses on a party of 4 characters, each of the classic class archetypes. Routine makes slot number 5. This survival horror game places players in an open-world styled abandoned space station, or as open as a space station gets, I suppose, and is centered around floppy disks. Actually, it's a heavy story focus that provides multiple outcomes and intriguing secrets behind the station's decay. Routine's gameplay and notable mechanics are its full body awareness, lack of HUD and health system, and pressure to hide and survive. Its trailer feels like a mix of Amnesia, Dead Space, and the 80s version of our future. Number 4 this week is Inquisitor, a Baldur's Gate-esque classic RPG that reports over 100 hours of gameplay, 90 monsters, 180 NPCs, and, quite unbelievably, 5,000 pages of text. That is around, according to the developers, 1.5 million words, which is quite a few words if you were not aware. And in this game, the world crumbles as heretics run rampant, chanting infernal incantations and bringing death upon the townsfolk. It is your team's job to interrogate these heretics, find out what's behind the rising of all of these demons, and, when necessary, kill them. Changing pace from the dark confines of Inquisitor, we look to Octodad, the deadliest catch. The first Octodad received worldwide renown in the indie scene for its silly story and fluid mechanics, but the 8-legged father masquerading as a human has returned. In the deadliest catch, you work desperately to conceal your tentacles as a family trip to the aquarium turns fishy, and you find yourself longing for a life at sea. The third-person mechanics are centered around subterfuge and destruction, with a hint of fatherhood simulation thrown in, as the developers have told us. You must work to conceal your true identity from your family as you struggle to pick up objects and travel to, apparently, this aquarium. Project Zomboid is next, and it is already available through the developer but is seeking to come to Steam. The devs put it best: Project Zomboid is an open-ended, zombie-infested sandbox, as they say, and it is not a matter of how you'll survive, but rather how you'll inevitably die. Yes, they have that much faith in us. Lay defenses, collect essentials, and fight off hordes of zombies as you battle through this isometric survival game, and the world is reportedly an ever-expanding sandbox and laced with stories and other elements of survival play, providing a bit of something for everyone, and almost feeling like the original Fallout from my own experiences in this game. Black Mesa takes number 1 this week. Years in development and just as many years of seclusion, Black Mesa has finally come to a point of playability to the public. This reconstruction of the original Half-Life has us playing through the Black Mesa Research Facility, where the original game has been expanded to include deeper mechanical interaction and a completely restructured story around what the modders have envisioned Half-Life should have felt like. This source mod has broken completely into the category of full game, with its new music, dialogue, voice acting, thousands of new models and visual effects, and many more features. Black Mesa will be available for free starting on September 14th, provided you have the source engine downloaded, but it needs your vote to make it to Steam. So with that, go vote for all of the games that you want to see make it to Steam, And that's it for this week's episode of Greenlight Spotlight. Comment below and vote for games you want to see featured in next week's episode. I'm open to any comments you have, so please tell me what you think or what you'd like to see featured. A quick shout out to GN Tribar for his great help in digging through mountains of games on Greenlight. And with that, please like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's a huge support to our small team, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.